as you know, I have closed my company recently and I'm starting to work again full-time with my clients, which means I'm doing a lot more listings these days. Part of my process when I talk to my clients about this is not just talking about the marketing of their home, but talking about preparing it for sale. And so that includes making sure things are repaired and in good condition. I definitely recommend a pre-inspection so that they know what kind of issues they might face. So most sellers are very good about doing that. They get the home pre-inspected, they fix the big things because obviously they want to have the home really marketable when we put it out on the market. But every now and then we come across a situation where a buyer gets a loan, of course, and then they get an appraisal done and now the appraiser is asking for repairs, and sometimes they just seem so minor. Can you tell me what that's about?
Absolutely. So when we hire, as a lender, we have to hire a third-party appraisal, so appraiser. So what they do is they go out and not only analyze the purchase price relative to the comparables in the neighborhood, they also go and view the house just to make sure everything's in good order and there isn't anything that they note that could possibly be considered a health and safety issue. For example, if they see a stain on the ceiling, they may call out a roof inspection because they may assume there might be something wrong with the roof. Maybe they call out some fascia rotting, some fascia board rotting that they call out and say that needs to be replaced. Depending on the loan type, again, kind of dictates how stringent the appraiser might view a house. For example, a VA appraiser will look at the home a little bit differently than a conventional home appraiser. So those things can come up and they're conditioned, and so when they issue their appraisal report, they'll say, okay, it's this value conditioned upon the repairs such as this and this and this. And that's where you come into potentially the roof, potentially other items. Maybe they notice some termites, tubes and things of that nature that they may call out and say, do we have a clean termite report?
Right.
And so those are the things that might come up in an appraiser. But if you've done a lot of the work anticipated to be requested to be repaired in the pre-inspection, which is a great idea to have your sellers do, then for the most part you will anticipate what an appraiser might come in with if you haven't dealt with it.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. I notice a lot of times the fascia board or the whole termite issue seems to be a sticking point, and people don't expect that. So it's really nice to know that it's really from the appraiser's point of view a safety issue rather than them just getting nitpicky because they see something that's not absolutely perfect.
Right. They're certifying the value of the house, and so if they notice something that might cause the value of the home to deteriorate faster than just normal wear and tear of a home, they have to call that out, and that's their prerogative and that's their objective.
Well, and they're really protecting the buyer,
Absolutely.
Which makes a better transaction for everybody in the long run.
Yep, absolutely.
All right.
Great question.
Thanks.